Hello. Once again, I am doing the video blog thing. So what I want to talk about right now is why I am not drinking alcohol right now and possibly for the foreseeable future. I've been getting a lot of questions about this, particularly from family or from friends who I used to drink a lot with, understandably so. So why did I stop drinking? I think the biggest thing is because I didn't feel like it was contributing anything positive to my life. In fact, alcohol has been a negative thing in my life for a long time. Um, I don't really know when it was ever really a positive thing. It was kind of just a not thing. Um, and then at some point, maybe when I was with Brian for a long time, we would drink a lot together. We had a lot of good times together with the drinking, and I think it is possible to drink semi-frequently and it not be a serious problem. But at some point, it started to be kind of excessive, and certainly after that relationship, I think I started to drink more than I should. Um, I thought it was okay because I was being social. It wasn't like I was in my house drinking by myself. It wasn't that I drank every day. It was just that I still drank very often, a couple times a week at least, and I would drink heavily when I did. Um, and, you know, some people can do moderation and that's fine, and this is not at all about judgment on other people. But it started to inhibit my ability to do the things I wanted to do, such as exercise. I've gotten really into working out. I work out almost every day. And when I was drinking, I found the next day I just don't have the energy to do it, even if I didn't drink that heavily. The other reason was it was like not what I wanted to be spending my money on. I don't get paid much in Peace Corps. I barely make enough to buy the things I have to. No hating on Peace Corps, just that's the reality. We're volunteers. And alcohol is not something I want to spend my money on. I'd rather buy better quality food and not drink alcohol. I'd rather be able to buy something when I need it or want it than drink alcohol. I'd rather go on a trip than drink alcohol. I'd rather have money to go away for a weekend than drink alcohol. Basically, anything I would rather do instead of drinking alcohol. Um, but even if people give it to me for free, I think a big part of it for me is how drinking is in this country. Either I'm getting, too drunk with my Peace Corps volunteers, which can be its own problem, because then we end up missing the states and it can be more of an emotional drunk, or getting too drunk with Botswana, which maybe could put me in an unsafe situation. Um, one of the reasons why people drink is to kind of open themselves up. And I've been working on opening myself up, but in like healthy ways, through meditation, through exercise, through just writing and talking to people and finding things about myself that um, I like or I don't like, but just figuring myself out. So I don't want to use alcohol um, as a crutch to get me to where I need to be getting anyway. Um, and I just see the world differently now. I mean, I've only been sober a little over a month, almost a month and a half now. And when I like just live in my everyday life, my life here it's pretty different from what I'm used to in America. And so every day is pretty crazy without needing alcohol to kind of heighten that. And I want to experience it and I want to remember it. My short-term memory is not excellent. Um, I think I always relied on writing things down. Not that I would forget everything, but um, my memory is not one of my strong qualities. And alcohol doesn't help that. I mean, I could just have a couple drinks and I wouldn't be able to tell you, where we were. I can barely tell you where we were, last night with even without having any alcohol. So alcohol certainly is not something that I need to be adding because it only takes away from my ability to recall things. So it's a lot of things. I don't want the added emotions that comes with it. You know, alcohol is a depressant. I don't think that's like something that I need to be doing for myself. Right now, or probably not ever. It's poison for your body. I don't need to be poisoning my body. I'm trying to lead a healthy life. I don't need alcohol in it. Um, Eventually I'd like to only be putting positive things in my body. You know, if I could give up coffee completely, if I could give up refined sugar completely, if I could give up gluten completely, it'll take time, one thing at a time. But I kind of see alcohol as one of, the worst things, and yet also the most prevalent one that I was consuming. So I'm starting with that. And if I can do that, ain't no excuse. Soon I should be able to get rid of sugar or something like that. So we'll see. But anyway, so those are some of the reasons. I don't think I'm an alcoholic. I didn't give it up because I think I have a drinking problem. It wasn't taking away from my ability to lead my everyday life. I wasn't making great decisions, but I don't think I was making worse decisions than most anyone makes. Um, there was no major like regret that happened. Everyone keeps trying to be like, what happened? It's really just been something I've been thinking about a long time. Some of my favorite people are not drinkers or are super light drinkers. I have a friend, Michelle, who can go months without drinking and doesn't even miss alcohol at all. Doesn't even be like, oh, she's never ever once been like, I want to get drunk. That's not who she is. Um, I've dated people in the past who don't believe in alcohol, don't drink at all, or have never drunk alcohol. Um, and I respect the hell out of that. Um, so it's just about me trying to make a different decision for my life, see where it takes me. Again, no judgment on people who keep drinking. Not sure if this is forever, forever, but I'm pretty happy with it right now. And another big part of it is my work here in Botswana. The kids that I work with at school, I want to be a good influence for them. And if I can tell them that it's possible to be social and have friends and have fun and do all sorts of things without alcohol, I want to be able to do that. My village is really small. The only thing people do for fun is get drunk. So I want to work on cultivating other activities to do in my village, sans alcohol, but social, that isn't just sitting in your house. Um, so working on brainstorming on that, and I feel like it comes from a stronger place if I can be like, no, I'm not just saying this, I'm living this. I think that's a cool thing to be able to do as a Peace Corps volunteer. I know a lot of volunteers who want to exhibit healthy attitudes towards alcohol, and they do that by drinking in moderation, showing that you could be at a bar and maybe be reading a book or doing something else casual. Um, but I'm not in a place to drink in moderation, so I wouldn't be able to exhibit that kind of positive behavior. So the positive behavior I can exhibit is by not drinking. I think that pretty much covers it. That's it. Peace and love. Hope everyone's well. Bye.